Welcome to the third annual Liquidity event that CohnReznick is sponsoring. The goal today is to give a little more comprehensive update and insights and understanding of what the capital markets process is all about.
If you're not experienced in selling a business or raising capital for your business, it's really valuable to hear from people who've been through it a number of times.
We're trying to make it very conversational and really add to the thought leadership.
So what's the number one thing that you need to do to maximize value?
Your current and past performance is really the one thing that is the trump card in any conversation with a buyer, I believe.
In certain industries, people are really looking to make sure that key employees come along. That's an asset they're looking to buy.
Maintaining the company, making sure that you have the company prepared for sale is going to help you maximize value.
The market needs to be educated, it needs to be developed, and we view programs such as this and sponsoring programs such as this as being instrumental.
If someone comes to you, Ted, and they need capital, what do you tell them right now?
Well, I think the first thing we're looking for is what are they going to use that capital for?
It also depends on the stage of the company, the growth prospects of the company, because obviously from an equity perspective, what I'm looking for is a return on my capital.
It's knowing what your capital needs are, dollar-wise, what are you trying to accomplish? How much do I need? What's the purpose? And what's the cost of that capital?
Ultimately, we have to understand their business and their industry and feel like we can help them actually grow the top line of their business.
It helps reinforce a lot of the things that I've already been doing, things that I can focus on to make sure that we're ready to do what we want to, which is raise capital.
I found that the last section was interesting, primarily from the reflective standpoint.
A key piece of advice to our audience that if you are thinking of going through a liquidity event, since you guys have lived through them.
I think one important thing is to think about your potential buyer, whoever that's going to be. Put yourself in his or her shoes.
Don't bother if you can't get enough for what you really need, because wherever you end up, once you land on that shore, you burn the boats.
Do a little more research on what are you going to do next? What's really going to make you get up in the morning again?
To me, the biggest point that I hope people took home was diligence yourself before someone else does it.
Educate yourself before you start the process so you know what to look for and what to expect.
No matter what you think is going to happen at the end, that's not going to be the case. And there are going to be costs that you're not going to think about. They're going to arise, and they can be substantial. I always tell my clients, selling your business is one of the most expensive things you'll ever do.
One of the things that we believe we bring to the table as CohnReznick is a group of highly trained and motivated professionals.
We are a firm that they should be talking to and considering when they're looking at liquidity events, when they're thinking about opportunities to support their capital raise or their compliance needs on the audit and tax side.
The resolution is not going to be instantaneous. There are no magic wands.
Be sure to surround yourself with really good advisors, whether it's an investment banker, attorney, accountant, etc. You really need quality.